So this is a brief transfer breakdown of late because there are a lot of there's going to be a lot of ins and going outs in the Chelsea dressing room in January. As some players that are not seeing first team football will have to go out on loan. First example, Hutchinson. Omari Hutchinson has agreed to go out on loan in January, so he can get first team football. He has agreed to go out on loan in January, and we all know that Kane Chukwuemeka has agreed to be loaned to go to AC Milan. It's not certain if it's going to be a loan or a permanent transfer, but he has agreed to go to AC Milan, and there are chances are it can either be whether loan or transfer. And we are hearing about the reports of Real Madrid coming for Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez. Those ones are not for sale. Those ones are not for the most majority of the news are rumors, but those ones are not for sale. Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer are not for sale. I think one report said that Chelsea put 200 million on Cole Palmer, so it's not for sale, and he's on an those players are on very very lengthy contracts, and also Aston Villa is very very close to they are the ones leading the race for clearing Dewsbury Hall. They are the ones leading the race for that player. So it's possible that they might leave in January for a loan transfer. So the thing is, what I'm saying is that if these two players leave, if any of these players go, somebody has to come back. Maybe they will recall Andre Santos back, but I'm not certain. That is not certain yet. And also, Chelsea has told because Marcel is a club that has been Marcel, Juventus, a bunch of clubs that have been chasing after Benoit Badiashile. They've been chasing after Benoit Badiashile, and Chelsea has made it clear that he is not leaving in January. Badiashile is not leaving in January. It's surprising to you, but that was what I did the pause for. It's surprising to you. Yes, they said Chelsea has made it clear that he is not leaving in January.
Chelsea are also in talks with Monza on the possible loan of Cesare Cassetti. That's the Italian midfielder. So it's possible that he might go on loan in January. That's one of the players that Chelsea is looking at to also offload in January. You try and free up some space. But the thing is that if my own fear is if we are going to lose all these players, if Chelsea is going to lose all these players, what would now happen to the midfield if probably Lavia and Caicedo or Enzo Fernandez gets injured? We know we have a lot of games. I know Enzo Fernandez is managing the players well, but we cannot get rid of all our players. Maybe it's high time to start taking off recalling players like Andre Santos back on loan because it will be very, very difficult to deal with it if we start having players who are injured who are not available sometimes. It's just something to just think about. I'm just worried about the midfield if we start losing those players. Do you understand? Sometimes it's always good to have backup, but we cannot just rely on three midfielders alone. Do you understand? We only have three midfielders that are balanced a little bit that can defend. That's Lavia, Caicedo, and Enzo. If any one of them get injured, now, so we have to rely on some people, and they can't play all games. We need to be able to rotate the team. But let's say I'm going to be. Come on, you Blues.